All right, so defense part two. Okay, so we're going to have a look over what we've done last week and then progress it on. So, okay, once again, lads, we want lots of discussion here tonight. So there's no real wrong and right answers. Just get the answers in, and we'll have a discussion about them. Okay, so what we looked at last week was this. Okay, so the role of 10, guys. Can you remind me what 10 has to do?
Show the offside line.
Yeah, that'd be one thing. Yeah. Anything else?
Block like the scrum half snipe, was it?
Anyone else, lads? Don't be shy.
Stop the scrum half from passing back in.
That pass, yeah, that's it. Good man. So it's that pass on if 9 scoots, he's watching the channel back on the inside of 9. So his role 10 is to watch for the ball back inside. So 20, the second defender, number 8 there. What's his role?
His eyes on.
Anyone else?
He has eyes on the scrum half, and once the scrum half passes, they double up on the attacker.
Yeah, gets up the pitch. Brilliant answer. Yeah, he's all over 9. He doesn't move or take his eyes off 9 until 9 passes the ball. 9 is his responsibility. And 30 then, guys, number 7 there, 30.
He's going for the first receiver.
That's it. He's on first. He's on that first receiver. And then his spaces will come off that. So then there's what we might look at sometimes in some of our clips tonight is spacing, how we cover the pitch. Our hammer. Okay, that's it. Sorry about that, lads. So our hammer call, so that's that line speed. But the most important thing we're going to look at tonight is how we vacate this area with our hunt by coming square up the pitch. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. And then remember that first video we looked at last week around, awareness and stuff like that. We'll constantly be talking about that and staying connected and stuff, okay? So this first clip, lads, awareness and stuff like that, okay? So did anyone tell me what you're seeing here, guys? Did anyone see anything?
Cross.
Okay.
10, 20, 30.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a bit of a silly clip, okay? But it's just eyes up, okay? I always talk about eyes up in defense and looking up and being aware and having eyes up. Did anyone notice what he done? No?
No.
Okay. So just watch him here now for a second. Eyes up. He's always looking up. He's always looking up. Did you see that? Great dedication there, isn't it? Guys are up there the whole time, so much so that he runs into the post, okay? The bit extreme, lads, a bit of a stupid clip, but I just thought it was funny. He was looking up so much. He was so focused on his job. He runs into the goalpost. His eyes are up so much, okay? It's just really important in defense, lads. You have your eyes up, 10, 20, eyes on 9, eyes back inside, and looking up and back and up and back, yeah? So we would have seen a couple of these clips last week, guys, but just again, 20's watching 9, and up he goes. Good line speed. I wouldn't be happy with this. But what do you think of this spacing from Connacht, guys? So right across the line. What do we think of all this spacing here? Lads, what do we think?
They're really close.
Yeah, I think they're very tight together, aren't they? I think 10, 20 have to be nice and tight, and 30's on first man. And after that, then, lads, we can go 2-3 meters to cover the pitch. And then as long as we're coming up square, we have the whole pitch covered. It's like when we were talking about our passing and stuff, don't get bunched together, spread out the pitch. It's the same here. The big thing, lads, we're going to talk about is, so 20, eyes are on the ball. As soon as the ball is passed, get up the pitch. Okay? 10 and 20, what don't we want them, what do we not want them doing?
Shooting up.
When 9 pass the ball, what don't we want them doing?
Running towards the ball.
Anyone else?
Not keeping the line.
What we want to see him doing is what we're going to call catching up with the ball. So coming square up the pitch, running in a straight line up the pitch. What you would see a lot, lads, coming out in minis and first and second year rugby is once someone in front of me passes the ball, I'll run across the pitch and I'll turn my shoulders. That's what we don't want. What we want is if I'm on 9 passes the ball, just come up the pitch. Okay? If I was on first, 30, and I was on the first man and he passes the ball, don't want to go under the line. I just want to stay coming up into that space. And that's what we call our hunt. And we hunt high up the pitch, square up the pitch, okay? So this guy here, he attacks this guy's outside shoulder, which turns him back inside. And why would we look to do that on a hammer call? Hammer is good line speed.
So the man inside him will take him.
Yeah, because remember, we're going to have a good few defenders tied to the ruck. As we get further out, the spaces will get bigger, okay? But in here, we'll have a good few defenders. As they do, they have a good few defenders there. So we want to turn him back into where we're strong. And because the boys have come up the pitch, they have 2 or 3 guys to make the tackle there, okay? It'll be clear now in the next clip. Again, so the guy with the headband, his name's Tom Daly. He was the 20, 9 passes the ball. He's work to go do. I want you to watch this guy here with the scrum hat, Owen Masterson, and I want you to tell me what he does, okay? Okay, anyone? Guy with the scrum hat?
Yeah,
He runs straight up the field, that man.
Yeah. And which shoulder did he attack?
Outside.
Yeah. And what did that do then to 12?
Forced him
Made
back.
him turn back in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to do in a hammer call. We want to take away the space. When I say on the hammer call, we want to take away all this lovely space here and push them back into where we're strong. Okay? But we're only strong. We're only strong if what, guys?
Sure up.
Hammer and hunt high. That's the only way we'll be strong back there. So if we go back to the guy with the headband, he was 20, 9 passed the ball. Just watch the guy with the headband. It's actually the 20 that made the tackle because he came straight up the pitch. And that's our hunt. And that's unbelievably important. 20, 30, 10. Once 9 passes the ball, we get up the pitch. Until 9 passes the ball, 9 is ours. You would have seen this clip as well last week. Eyes are on the ball. Eyes are on the ball for ages until 9 passes. They're really focused on 9, focused on 9, focused on 9. Once 9 passes the ball, now where's his head? What's he doing now?
Straight up the pitch.
It's the same message time and time again here, guys, but it's really important, right? So we know the hunt is good. What I want you to do, guys, the guy with the headband again. Okay, so he is what? 10, 20, 30. He's the 40 defender, okay? I want you to tell me what he does, okay? So we'll rewind it back. So the guy with the headband, the 4th defender, the 40. What does he do? Tell me a couple of things he does. Go on again, lads. Anyone? Just the guy with the headband?
Comes up running and then retreats back to get 40 so that there's no space.
Good man, Fionn. That's it. Yeah. So what he does there is he first of all he attacks the hammer call, guys. When hammer is called, we all go together. He gets up really fast and cuts off the options. And then if you watch, he doesn't actually make a tackle and he works really, really hard to get back in the defensive line. So just watch it again for anyone that didn't see it. The guy at the headband, there. He cuts off the options, high hunt, back into where we are strong. And now watch him. Watch how hard he works to get back in the defensive line. Look at him sprinting now, back into the defensive line. And now he's straight back into what? 30 again. So that's the hard work you need in defense, okay? So this time, Connacht have 4 defenders here, defending over half the pitch. Now, they've decided to go hammer here. So most teams will go hover or jockey, they wouldn't go hard here, but Connacht decided to go hard. So just watch, guys, how hard these 4 players work to keep their shoulders square. If they turn their shoulders, they're going across the pitch. If they keep their shoulders square, they have to go up the pitch. So just watch how hard they work together to stay connected and stay square. So Leinster know the space is on wide, And that's only a 2-3 second clip, lads. But just look how hard they're working to stay square, to stay connected, to stay supporting each other and trusting each other. Their shoulders stay square up the pitch for nearly all of that clip. And that's just really good hard work. And that's how we hunt and hunt together, okay? So a couple of things, guys, I want you to watch here. I want you to watch this blondie guy. And our 10 and 20 here. So our 10 is a prop and our 20 is a second row, okay? So I'll play it out and we'll watch it again. So I want you to watch those three guys. So what are we seeing here, guys?
The blonde fella ran
And
across the
20.
pitch.
The 10 and 20 ran up square.
And who made the tackle?
The prop, the
Yeah.
10.
10. The 10 made.
And
Yeah, the 10. And like 10 and 20, they don't move until 9 passes the ball. But once 9 passes the ball, guys, that's when they start to work really hard. So the blondie guy, the winger, he can't go wide. There's nothing there for him because Connacht have cut off the options. So these guys have Connacht have done a super job here. So he decides, okay, I'll go for a little stroll back in here, where most of the time there'll be a bit of space. And I'll show you that later. Because Connacht have worked hard, and look how square they are. That's the 20. And look at the 10. Look at his shoulders. And actually, we look here, that's the 10 from the other side of the ruck. All coming square up the pitch and keeping the space that they started with. And then they just close down the space and make the tackle. It's really, really good defense. This is a really, really extreme version. Okay, so a couple of guys I want you to look at and then we watch it a few times. I think it's this guy here, the second row forward. This guy. So those three guys. Okay, so we'll watch it a few times. So guys, what are we seeing?
Second row ran square.
yeah, second row on dead straight.
Yeah, what you would see, guys, a lot in and teams that you're going to play against for the next couple of years, right? And this is why we're going to be better than them, okay? Teams that at your age group and stuff, lads, all those players would chase the ball. Every single one of those would chase the ball. And if that happened, what would have happened then? If all those players chased after the ball?
From half
Space inside.
They're gonna get
No.
crowded.
Out the other side.
Yeah,
Open up.
all the space would be back down here. But because they come square up the pitch, they stay coming square up the pitch. You just watch the number 4 there. You watch his bottom of the screen. Just watch how he gets his shoulders square and he says just running up the pitch. And like if you look at it, guys, this guy should make a tackle here. So most times I'm going to go in there and double up, but he doesn't. He actually comes and defends space. He just stays coming up the pitch, defending that space, and then he chops his feet and he makes a tackle. And that's an extreme version, guys, but that's incredibly good defense. Okay, I know it's off a line out. It's bad play by the white team, but it's incredible defense by the black and brown team, La Rochelle. Every one of them coming square up the pitch, going to defend space, not defending a man, defending space. Okay, so a couple of examples. Well, you tell me what you're seeing here. Okay, so tell me what you're seeing. Tell me what we're looking at here, guys. I'll play it again for you. And play it a bit slower.
No one ran square.
They ran across the field.
All of them run diagonally.
Yeah. So look at the 10, 20, 30 guys, okay? Great answers. Perfect. Where 10, 20, 30 facing now?
They have their shoulders going to the other side.
They're facing towards the side.
Yeah. So what they're doing is chasing the ball. They're not trying to catch up with the ball. So catch up the pitch, squareness up, get up the pitch, catch up with the ball. But what they're doing is chasing after the ball. So a couple of things in this, lads. What this shows me is they're worried about missed tackles here or here or here, or they think they're going to make a tackle over here, right? Their job is to get up here, not be worried about a missed tackle there or there. And when I back playing, lads, that's what I used to do. I used to think, oh, I'll be the hero. I'll go make up for tackles here. But what that says to me is they don't trust their friends. They don't trust their teammates, their buddies to make the tackle. Okay. And now we just watch. So Robbie Henshaw gets the ball there. Would you agree that he should be getting tackled now after coming? He should get tackled there, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the 10-meter line. I think he should get, if they stay square, definitely the 30 tackles him there. Okay. If not the 20. Watch where they end up getting him down. That's the halfway line. That's 8 meters. 8 easy meters for Leinster because 2 guys didn't do their job, because 2 guys didn't trust their teammates. Turning, oh, I'm going to go across the pitch and make up for someone missing a tackle. It's a sign of bad team spirit, guys. Okay? So this is another extreme example. So what I want you to look at is number 20 here. So he was the flanker coming off the side of the scrum. And I want you to look at number 8. Okay? Not the best clip, lads. What do we think?
There's a huge gap between them.
Yeah. What do we think of the space between 20 and the little guy in front of him, the sub scrum half?
Number 8 could have moved in there.
Do you think number 8 should have went like that?
No,
Should have
like
just ran forward.
So number 8 ran this way, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worried about his friends missing the tackle. He's worried about what's going to happen over here. But actually, if he done his job, left the scrum to cover the space here, and also 20, look how hard 20 is sprinting, not trusting the little guy in front of him. 20 should get better spacings there. 8 should be inside him. And again, the tackle is being made there. Would you agree this is where the tackle should be getting made?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's happening now
Yeah.
is, once again, so that's about 5 meters inside the half. Tackle is made there. They've lost 5 meters that they didn't need to lose. Okay. The guy we're going to watch again here now, guys, is CJ Standard. We picked him out a bit last week as well. Okay, so watch this guy, the black bicycle shorts. Okay, so he starts. Sorry, go to a wider clip, lad. Sorry, we go to this one. Okay, so CJ starts here at 30. 10, 20, 30. His job is on first man and then Hunt and Hunt square. So let's watch what he does. What do we think of that, lads?
He ran across the field.
Yeah, that's one of the best rugby players in Ireland, if not the world, guys. And not doing his job. Once again, Robbie Henshaw should be getting tackled there. 3-4 meters inside the half. And he gets 10 meters that time, guys. Because one player, just watch, tiny guy. It's absolutely tiny how much he actually turns his body. He turns his body there. And now he starts to work hard, not smart. So when I say what I mean by that, lads, he's actually working really hard to get across the pitch, but he's not working smart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is actually really smart work. For me, this is just hard, needless work. This is also hard, but it's smart. This is just hard for the sake of hard work. If you look, if we play it in real time again, watch how fast he moves once he turns his body to get across the pitch. He's working really hard there, but it's not smart. Okay, and that's one of the best players, and he makes a really small mistake and it costs him. Okay, guys, that's all the clips on hammer and spacings and the Hunt and stuff. I just want to show you one last clip. We're going to come back to this in a few weeks. I just want to show you a different picture. If you're watching rugby over the weekend or the next few weeks, you know, you might see this and you might wonder what it is. You might be able to explain to someone what it is. Okay, so this is what we call hover. What do you think hover means, guys?
Keep your line.
Say that again.
Like keep your line of defense and kind of move up slower than you would if you said hammer. Or...
Yeah, that's perfect. That's it. We're going to hover. So what that means is we're happy to lose a few meters. If we take a 4v2 or 3v2 and we get you close to the sideline. The sideline is the best defender on the pitch. Okay. The sideline never misses a tackle. If we can get someone into contact, we get the ball back. Into touch, we get the ball back. Okay. So hover, we're happy to accept meters. Okay. Lose meters. So what you're looking at here, guys, is Connacht and Green. They only have 2 guys defending more than half the pitch. Okay. So do you remember last week, guys, in the 3v2, or sorry, 2 weeks ago in our passing one, when we had 2v1s or 3v2s? Remember some guys, sometimes the player didn't pass the ball and we said it was a good decision. What was he seeing that made it a good decision not to pass?
The player's shoulders turned.
Yeah, the defender. The defender wasn't by it. The defender was trusting the guy in his inside. Okay. So what's happening here is, I want you to watch 15. Okay. So 15 is calling hover here. He's calling hover, hover, hover. So now his job is to make sure he can always see this defender on his inside. And Connacht are very happy not to make a tackle up here. Because if they commit to making a tackle up here, the 3v2 is going to work out. Because Connacht are going to hover, they're going to make Racing, the white team, make decisions. Okay? So if we just play it on once or twice. So that 15 done incredible work there. Okay? It's a really short clip. But just watch 15. He never commits. He never commits. He never commits. So he's hovering the whole time. And the guy on his inside is showing incredible footwork. So he gets there. He's covered 2. So what Connacht have to do, and they have to turn in the 4v2 into a 3v2 and now into a 2v2. Now Racing done some really poor things there, guys. Okay, but the key to a hover is, and we're just touching it one last time. Key to a hover is we're happy to accept losing meters if we're going to make the attack make bad decisions. But this guy should always be able to see this guy. Okay, that's the key. So I can react to what he's doing. That's all that is about. And look at their footwork, guys, right? So watch 15's footwork. It's really good stuff, okay? Just last thing, just watch his feet. He's constantly taking small steps, small steps. You can't see it there, but he's constantly talking. Look at his head, looking out. Where's that guy outside me? Look, he looks out, looks in, looks out. We talked earlier, guys, about awareness and eyes up. He sees the guy on the outside, he sees the guy on the inside. And 14 does incredible work. Really, look at his feet there, guys. Look at his feet. Like, it's incredible. But that's a hover, guys, okay? I don't want to go too deep into it yet. We will look at hover and jockey over in a couple of weeks, okay? So that's most of what I wanted to talk about tonight, guys. Any questions, any feedback or anything, Dad? No?
No.